for us today. Had something come up last minute, but the draft is about to officially start. We got some guests coming tonight. My brother's going to be on. We're going to hopefully have some of the members of the JWB community on here as well. Anybody who is here, if you are watching on Twitter, you cannot comment. So make sure you hop on either the YouTube stream or the Twitch stream for this as well if you want to comment on it. Just unfortunately how Twitter's user face goes. But if you guys want to hop in, just hop in the chat here. Appreciate you. Thank you. The Panthers are officially on the clock. Here's the thing that upsets me the most about the draft is the team knows who they're picking. Just get the pick in. Don't wait. Don't use the whole 10 minutes here. For anybody curious, I do have money on the first 3 picks of the draft, so I'm really hoping I got those right. We were hoping for Bryce Young, followed by CJ Stroud, followed by Paris Johnson Jr. We got leaks flying already, boys and girls. My Twitter feed is already ready to go. See a few of you hopping in here. Thank you guys for joining. We are going through the draft here. We're going to talk about everything. Wyatt, I'm also fighting a cold, so you are not alone, my friend. You got to love Goodell cheering on the booing of himself. It's just ultimate. The ultimate acceptance. Biggest surprise pick tonight? That's a good question. I think if Arizona stays at 3, them going Paris Johnson would be pretty interesting. And then I think another very potential interesting pick here is we're hearing some rumors that the Eagles hopped either like 5 or 8. So watching who they jump up for will be very interesting. It's either going to be Jalen Carter or Bijan, in my opinion. It'd be crazy to see a running back top 10 again. If we're looking a little bit later in the rounds, though, I think the Buccaneers are a really sneaky team to grab a wide receiver here. So seeing them go Jordan Addison, Quentin Johnston, JSN, if he's still on the board, which I doubt, I think that could be a possibility and would be very, very interesting. He gets more like Vince McMahon every year. He really does. He really just accepts the hatred of himself and just turns it on for the crowd, which you just have to appreciate at this point. I was talking before anybody was in here. We all hate it, right? Like somebody in the chat can tell me if I'm wrong though. We all hate it that Carolina is going to take all 10 minutes even though they know who they're going to pick at this point. Like nothing's changing, but they're still going to take all 10 minutes. I guarantee it. I also want to point out that the ESPN website for the NFL draft says that Tyree Wilson is the best fit for the Cardinals, even though they have quarterback listed as the highest need for the team. Just an interesting observation of how draft is starting tonight. Yeah. They're on the clock. Just give us the pick. Wyatt, I'm not watching it on anything special. I'm just on the standard ESPN stream. So unless DirecTV is giving me the leg up here. Apparently Sleeper is leaking the picks. So that's tough. if you don't want any spoilers tonight, make sure you tweet Sleeper push notifications or mute them, not tweet them. I don't think it's really a surprise here. I'm pretty sure we all know this is going to be Bryce Young here. I think last year, Wyatt, when you were on the stream with us, I think you were actually ahead of us. But I could be wrong. I can go back and watch it, but I'm pretty sure you were ahead of us and I was behind. But I could be wrong. But for this first pick here, I don't think it's going to surprise anybody, right? This is going to be Bryce Young. There's really no questions about that. But the question still stands. Are they going to take all 10 minutes? I hope they don't. Yeah, I know somebody was ahead of me. I don't know if it was Kyle or if it was Wyatt or Justin or Logan. It could have been anybody. We got some leaks in the JWB Discord. Someone's saying that the Patriots are either going O-line or defensive line with their pick. That would be a little surprising, but interesting. What's up, Kyle? Appreciate you. Wish you were here, but your trip is going to be a little bit cooler than this live stream is going to be. Ross, what's up, man? Thanks for hopping in the chat. Appreciate you. Yeah, I'm sure they both were. Last year, I'm pretty sure I was watching it on a stream service that was totally legitimate. And yeah, somebody was definitely ahead of me, but I was also getting the picks on Twitter prior to that. Everyone's always ahead of you, Kyle. Even when you're the farthest person ahead, you're somehow still behind. It was not Dofu, but it was a similar service that I was watching on last year. But this year I have my parents' DirecTV login. Shout out Dave and Kim. Appreciate you. Just milking the clock here. Anybody in the chat, who do you think is going second overall? Do you think it's going to be CJ Stroud? Do you think they stick with the in my opinion, best quarterback in the class? Do they go defensive end? Do they surprise everybody and go somewhere else? What are our thoughts here on this second pick? And who do you want your favorite team to draft if your team has a draft pick in round one? Wyatt, you think it's going to be Will Anderson? Last I heard, CJ Stroud flipped to being the heavy favorite in Vegas. I'm just saying. I was talking about it earlier. I have a parlay going, so I hope the order is Bryce Young, CJ Stroud, Paris Johnson. If that's the order, I win a cool like $600, which would be great. Kyle was talking about just being woefully underprepared for this year's draft just because he's been so busy with school and work this year. So he was trying to read all morning to catch up. Ross, you think they pass on quarterback, but you would take Stroud? I would take Stroud as well. Hoping that you can get a quarterback at 12 is just crazy to me. It doesn't make sense. Why, you think that's the books trying to recoup some money? Very well could be. Wouldn't shock me. But last year, they were pretty accurate once they started to flip. I think the Cowboys picked 26th. Somebody can correct me on that if I'm wrong. But yeah, 26th. The Bears are currently picking at 9. I think we're going to trade back, but it sounds like a lot of teams in front of us are really open to trading back, so maybe a little bit hard for us to do that. Wyatt, yep, 26. Thank you for the confirmation. I need them to stop talking about this Chicago trade because it actually just makes me mad that Houston was dragging their feet so much we didn't get additional capital, because that would have been really fun. The pick is in, everybody. Here we go. They come out last minute and go Anthony Richardson. That would be the ultimate shocking move. I appreciate Mel Kiper sticking to the same haircut that he has had for the last 28 years. Kyle, I feel like you put an emoji in there, but I can't see what it is. So lose the that's got both glasses and a mustache. So I don't know which one you want me to lose. And I have to keep it through Dane's bachelor party, so I don't really have a choice there. Thoughts on the Cardinals trade rumors with Tennessee? It makes a lot of sense that trade would be talked about, but I don't think we see that trade come through if it does happen until pick number 3 is on the clock. The mustache got to go. You know what? That's fair, but it's not going to. So eats an entire pumpkin pie in one sitting on the right. Full respect. Same haircut for the past 30 years. Eat an entire apple pie in one setting. Select Bryce Young. Really no surprise there. Not who I would have taken personally, but Bryce Young is off the board at pick number 1. Kyle, I'm going to assume that jealous is jealous of Mel Kiper eating an entire pumpkin pie in one sitting on the regular. In case anybody was curious, Bryce Young is the first Alabama player taken with the top pick since Joe Namath in 1965. Fun fact that I learned just right now when ESPN told me. Yeah, that doesn't surprise me at all, Wyatt. I feel like it's that way every year. Like, these guys know who they're taking, especially, like, I feel like Houston already knows who they're taking. Like, in reality, the pick should come through instantly, but you know they're doing it for TV reasons, to get that ad money. You gotta milk that ad revenue if the companies are just going to hand it to you every year. All right, now the draft actually begins, and we get to see who comes off the clock or off the board with the second pick. They should have really embraced the memes this year and gone with the big hats, like the big Brian Robinson hats. That would have been just amazing. That would have been the most fun the NFL draft has ever been. Houston's pick is in. Who do we think? I really do feel like it's CJ Stroud. There's no way they don't take him here. We appreciate the quickness. We appreciate these picks flying in. It makes all of our days easier, and we don't have to wait 320 minutes on the clock for everybody to get picked. Why are your new neighbors going to hate you? Oh, I think I saw you post about that on Facebook. Is it because your bike's functioning again? Time to get back on the bike this year. They have a dog that doesn't like you coming home at 4 a.m. in the car, let alone the bike. Yeah, they're really, really not going to love that then. All right, here we go. The guy built a 15-foot fence around his house because someone complained about their dog. That's just the ultimate power move. Fully respect that. CJ Stroud. Yep, there we go. That is to be expected. That's what the pick should have been the entire time. Now, do they try and move up from 12 to like 8 or 9 to try and get JSN? All right, now we got to see what happens at 3. Do we think a team trades up now that the top 2 quarterbacks are gone? For Will Levis? I wouldn't. For Anthony Richardson? I still wouldn't. All right, we got the first 2 picks now. I need Arizona to stay at this pick and take Paris Johnson. That's what we're rooting for here, boys. We are almost sitting at profit already on the gambling so far. Kyler was pounding the table for Paris Johnson, so let's hope that happens. Kyle, I respect you bouncing in and out of the stream so you can watch the draft. That's the only way to do it. Do I think Hopkins is still a Cardinal by the end of the draft? I do not. I think by the second round of the draft, he is no longer an Arizona Cardinal. And if he is, I'll be shocked, but he's not going to be a Cardinal going into the season. Very confident in that. Houston is trading up to 3. All right, well there goes my my bet with Houston coming back up. I gotta know what this pick is. If they gave up they had to have given up a 24 or 24 first, right? I don't like that personally, but I gotta see what this pick is. Does D Hop go back to Houston in this trade? I gotta see what this full deal is. These are the things I need to know. This is wild. This is not what I expected out of the Houston Texans. But apparently, Daniel Jeremiah predicted this in his final mock draft, so looks like Will Anderson is the pick here, but I got to know what this trade was. Has this ever been done before? That's a good question. I don't think a team has ever traded up 2-3. Okay, the official trade is Arizona sends 3 and 105. They receive 12, 33, a 24 first, and a 24 third. Aggressive. I don't know if I love that, but we shall see. Well, there goes that bet for me. There goes my hopes at profit tonight. Actually, that's not true. We still got some shots here. I've got Levis going 4 that we still have some money on. I didn't have anybody at 5, apparently. But I have a defensive back going 7, Richardson 6, Josh Downs to be a first round pick. So we've still got some options here. We've still got some opportunities. I'd be shocked if they get a 24 first for Hopkins. It's more likely a second, in my opinion. But, who knows? Anything's possible here. He's just too old and is owed too much money, I think, to pull a first back. But we shall see. Let's see if Will Levis goes here, especially Jarrett. He's shown some restraint, not overpaying for older players so far, especially when they were trying to trade for Brandon Cooks last year. Ultimately decided against it because of his contract. So, they ended up getting him anyway. But in season, they refused to make that move. But we'll see. I don't know if they'll go first. The Colts pick has leaked. And it's not what I expected. Things are getting weird. Vegas seems to know who's going 4, 5, and 6 with all of those props being pulled so far. Yeah, Will Anderson is an absolute unit, to say the least. He just picked Roger Goodell up like it was nothing. I don't remember what he measured at the combine. Is 6'3.5", 253 pounds. So yeah, he's just an absolute house of a human. The pick is in for the Colts, and it looks like it's Anthony Richardson. If the Colts pick is Anthony Richardson, by the way, this means I'm completely out on Will Levis in fantasy. Just want everybody to know in case you didn't realize I was already out prior. Yep, Anthony Richardson. He looks too happy. He's definitely the pick. Can Anthony Richardson be Jalen Hurts 2.0? That is the question. Does Seattle stay at 5 here? Does Vegas move up for Will Levis? Does a different team move up for Will Levis? Does somebody move up for Jalen Carter? My sources are telling me that the Seahawks are trading this pick. My guess is to the Eagles, who are going to select Jalen Carter. Yeah, we got a big quarterback draft here. Will Levis go in the first round? I don't know. The 3 quarterbacks in the top 4 picks is pretty rare. Pretty big deal, all things considered. I think we're understating how big of a athleticism upgrade going from Matt Ryan to Anthony Richardson is, by the way. You might be going from the least athletic quarterback in football to the most athletic. Now the question is Richardson the starter this year, or does Gardner Minshew start the season as the quarterback? If so, Gardner Minshew to the moon. We're hoping Seattle trades back here, I think. But who is coming up? These are the questions that we need answers to. I'm slowly getting more and more nervous about the Bears being on the clock, by the way. I don't know why. Ooh, it looks like the Seahawks are making the pick here at 5 after all. Really feels like it's got to be Jalen Carter here. Personally. Though it is not for lack of effort, because quite a lot of teams were calling to get this pick. Does Seattle take Levis, sit him behind Geno for a couple of years? Kyle, if you just saw that commercial, that's Tim Robinson. He's the guy who does the show I was telling you to watch on Netflix. Just right. pick is in for the Seahawks. Looks to be Devin Witherspoon, cornerback out of Illinois. Not my cornerback one, by the way. Definitely cornerback two, but interesting pick here. In case anybody is following the gambling odds now, Paris Johnson Jr. is the current favorite to go to Chicago at -180. At pick 10, Bijan and Nolan Smith are the current favorites. And then the 11th overall pick is also expected to be an offensive lineman at this stage. Seahawks getting an insane defensive back room with Devin Witherspoon and Tariq Woolen. Just saying. What are the Lions going to do here? Jalen Carter? I predicted Christian Gonzalez a while back. Do they go Will Levis? Jake. It's Jake. You love to see it. Thank you for hopping in the chat tonight, my friend. How do you feel about the draft so far? How does everybody feel about the draft so far? And are you surprised by anything? Anything catching your eye? Any predictions for how the next few picks go? Let me hear it. Love to hear the conversation. Love to see it. But what is the pick here at 6 for Detroit? Gotta go Carter. I think Carter's got to be the pick here. They do have some space in their cornerback room, though, if they wanted to go with Christian Gonzalez, who's my favorite corner in the class. It could go a couple different ways here. But I definitely think that Carter's the smart play here. That defense needs some work. It's really needs some work, to say the least. Although they were about a league average defense from like week 10 on, I think. They were like 17th in DVOA, so still a pretty solid defense overall down the stretch. But, they've already made some additions to the cornerback room there. Ooh, a trade. Looks like Arizona is trading up to number 6. That's interesting. What do we think the trade here is for 6 from the Lions? Probably getting 12 and 33. Just getting what Arizona basically just got for 3. Now, who does Arizona go? Do they go Carter? Do they take the shot there? Do they go Gonzalez? Do they go Will Levis as a Kyler backup plan? That seems stupid, but it's the Cardinals. Yep, the Lions trade pick 6 to the Cardinals for 12, and it looks like 34. Good move for the Lions, in my opinion. They have some flexibility in who they can take here. It would be hilarious if they were coming up for Bijan. I wouldn't put it past them, though. I would not put it past them at all. Who did I have going 6th? Anthony Richardson. So that pick's already done. Still can make some money here at least tonight. Probably just breaking even if we're being honest here, but that's okay. If they go Bijan here, I'm going to shit my pants laughing. I just want to point that out. They are not in a position to be drafting a running back. Let's just put that there. Even with a fully healthy Kyler, they're not in a position to be drafting a running back. Paris Johnson looks to be the pick here, which makes sense. Kyler really wanted Paris Johnson. They went and got Paris Johnson. There goes my pick for the Bears, though. Now I think it's Darnell Wright. I think that's probably the Bears' pick at 9 if they stay there, assuming Jalen Carter isn't there. Carter could definitely be the pick as well. Would not be too surprising if that was the way that they go. Kyle, the Cardinals traded up to 6. They sent 12 and 34. Bijan is a stud. Paris Johnson's a stud. Whole lot of studs in this class. Well, there goes my original hope for who the Bears were taking. I was really hoping we were getting PJJ. But that's tough. Draft the Buckeyes and Tide. You normally can probably build a pretty good football team just by drafting people from Ohio State and Alabama. I love how well the players keep their cool until their name is called, even though they damn well know they're getting picked. The Lions now have picks 12, 18, 34, 48, 51, and 81. That's pretty good, if I do say so myself. All right, Las Vegas is on the clock. Do they go Will Levis? Do they go Jalen Carter? Christian Gonzalez here? We're going to find out. I'm going to run and grab a drink. I will be right back, you guys. Thank you all for tuning in. Give me 60 seconds at most. Guys, we have our first official guest of the podcast. Ernest, come here. Come here. Come on. He's my boy. Ernest, say hi to the fans. Ernest says hi, everybody. Thank you all for tuning in. Hi, boy. Will Levis would make a lot of sense here. They can sit him behind Jimmy G for a couple of years, teach him how to play football for once. Are you? Oh, I'm not drinking beer tonight. I'm nursing a little bit of a cold or something, so I had to go and grab a drink. Got me a nice little Pepsi Zero. No adult beverages for me this evening, though I wish I could be. I am not celebrating the draft the proper way, unless you're talking about the beer on top of the fridge, and that is because I don't have any more space in the beer fridge right now. Apparently, Paris Johnson speaks Mandarin and Portuguese, so that's impressive. Kyle, if you want Celine, we can make it happen. Celine is a great dog. She is deaf, so you're going to have to deal with that, but she's a great dog. I love PJJ. PJJ was one of my favorite dudes in the entire class, like just as a pure person. So I love Paris Johnson. Arizona got them a good one and got Kyler some protection that he's desperately been asking for. I wish they didn't trade back though, because if they would have just taken him at 3, I would have won like $600. So I'm a little salty with the Cardinals personally. There we go. Big hat appearance for Paris Johnson. What a vibe. Where do I think Bijan goes? Just looking at the board here, I think Philly's still a pretty decent chance. Wouldn't shock me at all if that's the pick there. But past that, I think you're probably looking at the Chargers. Definitely an option. The Ravens were connected to him earlier today, but I don't know. Dallas still feels right for Bijan. That's really where I think he's going to end up. As much as I do or don't agree with that. Uncle Kyle, even if you work third shift, the dog will be fine. Trust me. That's a common misconception that the dog will just be asleep the entire time you're gone, especially Celine. She sleeps all day. So she's awake when she wants to be. She's asleep when she wants to be. So you could definitely make it work if you want to. I promise you that. The Raiders pick is in. Looks to be Tyree Wilson, boys. Imagine Will Levis falls to the Buccaneers at 19, and that's just a quarterback, the most mid quarterback battle of all time between Baker, Kyle Trask, and Will Levis. Where? There he is. That would be one of the worst quarterback rooms in the history of quarterback rooms. Some important updates to that Detroit Arizona trade. Detroit also got pick 168, and Arizona got pick 81. Which really makes me feel like the Lions are setting themselves up to take Hendon Hooker round like 3 or 4. Tyree Wilson has the best suit I've seen so far. Buy Jared Goff. You probably already should have been buying Jared Goff, but dude's just gonna he's in a good spot this year for especially for fantasy if you don't have to invest too much capital in him. And that was always my argument with like people who are trading 110 for like Kenny Pickett or Jordan Love or anything like that. Like you could trade that for Jared Goff and you're gonna have a better fantasy performance out of Goff than you're ever gonna get out of Love and Pickett. No, I still think that's fine. If you sold them for Stafford in a second, I mean that's a fair return. If anything, I think you got the better end of the things there. I just got a text, boys. Pick 8 here. Let's just say Detman, you don't got to worry about Philly. Looks like Atlanta's pick here is Bijan Robinson, boys and girls. I can't believe I cannot believe Atlanta actually goes with Bijan. Tyler Algier is dead. I mean, it's probably like a good fantasy landing spot for him, but Tyler Algier's value just evaporated into thin air. You're not going to use him as like a receiving back like you were using CPAT. So he basically just hops into the CPAT role. I wouldn't be worried about Pitts really at all. I mean, the concern there is that they have Desmond Ritter as their quarterback still. Bijan doesn't really affect Pitts for me. I'm not too worried about that outcome. The Bears have traded with the Eagles, boys and girls. Eagles gotta be going Jalen Carter here. Yep, Eagles traded up to 9 with Chicago to take Jalen Carter. Do the Bears try and trade back again? Do they take Darnell Wright here? Do they take JSN? Do they take Broderick Jones? What do we think? What are we thinking? The Bears got back a 4th round pick in 2024. Yep, you do get the Carter Davis reunion. That is true. Yep, apparently that's it, Mr. Detman. You know what? They had to either just be, in my opinion, they're probably just off on Carter. They probably didn't want Carter, and just were capitalizing. They're only moving back one pick. I mean, maybe they move back again here to bring up some additional capital. But oh man. What do you want for the 101? The goddamn house. You want everything. If the Bears go Christian Gonzalez here, I'm gonna be so pissed. If we use 3 straight top picks on corners slash defensive backs in general, that's gonna be upsetting. Any cheap Fields jerseys in Chi-Town? No, you can't find them cheap unless you use like DHgate to order some Chinese jerseys. They're full price out here, brother. Hell yeah. I'll go to a Bears game with you. But let's go like early in the year when it's not fucking 30 degrees outside. Because the last game I went to, it was below freezing and I about lost my nuts. Everyone did used to have a jersey hookup back in the day. Those are all gone now. Now we just buy them from fucking shady websites from China and just hope that they clear customs. Looks like the Bears are drafting Darnell Wright. That's shocking. Send me the link. I'll buy it right now. I can't believe that. It's crazy how shittily valued some things get in sports memorabilia and how overvalued some other things get. Uncle Kyle, I'll go to a game with you too. We'll make it a fucking team affair. I'll go to multiple games. I don't care. Soldier Field's pretty sick. It's a pain in the ass to get to. Parking sucks. Prices aren't bad in the stadium though, shockingly, for Chicago. But who knows? All right, let's hear this Darnell Wright pick officially get announced by the NFL. Who do we got at 11? Tennessee. Does Tennessee end up with our quarterback after all, getting Will Levis at 11? Really feels like that's going to be the pick here. If I could live bet that, if that pick wasn't already off the books. 13's also locked. He is older than I actually I don't think I shouldn't say that. I don't know if he's older than Malik Willis, but if he is, that'd be funny. But I mean, they wanted a quarterback. Maybe he was their guy all along, and they knew he was going to fall, and that's why they didn't end up trading up. But wouldn't shock me here. I don't have the schedules been announced for 2023. I think they have, right? I don't think we play Dallas this year, but I could be wrong. Do. Let's see. We open the season with the Lions, then the Packers, the Vikings, the Falcons, the Panthers, Broncos, Raiders, Cardinals. Yeah, we don't have a home game this year against the Cowboys, so you don't have to worry about that. I appreciate you, my guy. You know we love you over here at JWB. And you know what? You got some, I'm sure you got some good thoughts cooking up in that brain there. It's not just advice of not what to do, but I'm sure if you continue on your path of fantasy excellence, maybe you'll be right here with us one day. Who knows? Who knows? I can't make that promise. I'm not an owner. I don't have an ownership stake in the company, but I wish I was the J in JWB. Looks like the Titans are going Peter Skoronski here. Top 10 or top 15 sitcoms of all time, I got you. If you are in our chat next week for Two Average Husbands, we will do top 10 or top 15 sitcoms of all time. And I'm going to come with an absolute banger of a list. I promise you that. Every Wednesday, for the most part, we won't have an episode the first week of May, I believe. Maybe don't quote me on that, but at least the week after. I got to confirm that with Kyle. We were talking about not doing an episode that week, but we will see. Yeah, it is next week. I don't know. My dates are lost. Yesterday, we were texted like 2 weeks ago about not having an episode that week, but yesterday after our episode, we were talking about next week's episode. So I don't know. We'll see. We'll figure it out. Do I know of anyone selling a Fitbit? I don't, but I can ask because I probably can find somebody who is selling one. According to Detman here, they were Fitbits were on sale at Target last time he saw, so maybe that's how you get your Fitbit. But I can also I'll still ask around and see if I know anybody who's selling one. I'm sure you guys can all hear the dogs in the background. I would apologize, but you guys know my life at this point. It's so convenient how the analyst desk on ESPN just magically throws out, oh, this guy's going to be maybe could be a surprise pick, as if they don't already know he's the pick every time. It's been every single pick. The Will Levis slide likely continues. We get the Lions on the clock here at 12. It's going to be an interesting pick. The Lions are taking Jahmyr Gibbs at 12. DeAndre Swift is dead. If Green Bay takes Levis, that would be fucking hilarious at this point. We finally got our first guest able to hop into the stream. You know him. You hate him, especially if you're in a league with him. It's my brother, Logan. You're muted. We can't hear you. Dumbass. Yep. Jahmyr Gibbs.
Wait, what?
Detroit is taking Jahmyr Gibbs here at 12.
I haven't even opened up the podcast because I literally just got home from work. What the fuck?
I don't know. They just, yep, it's there.
Why did they pay Monty?
To do the Jameson Williams or Jamal Williams role. Basically, DeAndre Swift is dead.
I'm so glad I traded him. My poor Algier stocks. Or Algier, whatever the fuck it is.
Yeah, Algier.
I think I have him in like 3 leagues. I'm in shambles.
Logan Detman, our boy Jake Detman over here in the chat wants to know: are you a Bears fan too?
So I'm a fan of 3 teams. The Lions, because I like Dan Campbell. The Bears, because Chicago. And 49ers, because my dad. It's the team I grew up with.
Oh, man.
So, yes.
Jahmyr Gibbs at 12 is crazy.
I thought he was going to fall to like the 2nd or 3rd.
Well,
I have him in my 2nd round mock. I have him falling to the Eagles in my 2nd round, but yeah, that's fucking wild. The other thing that I'm like,
Lions select Jahmyr Gibbs.
Yeah,
That is wild. Fields to the moon. I fucking hope so. I need us to not suck this year.
yeah. I need Claypool to not suck so I can prove a point. Jake, where are you watching this stream at?
I'm just on ESPN.
I forgot that that's an option. Also, I thought the way that Sleeper had presented it, I thought that the Cardinals picked Will Anderson. I didn't realize, because of like them, that the Texans traded up and gave
Yeah.
a shit ton.
They gave up 3 firsts essentially to trade up for a non-elite, like a non-superstar position.
Well, and that's why I was also like, I was so confused. I'm like, why the fuck did the Cardinals trade up? But now that I know that they traded back, because I thought they picked at 3. So now that I know that they traded away from 3, it makes so much sense. Also, my hot take is becoming increasingly more likely.
What's that?
My hot take that there's going to be 3 trades in the top 16, or top 15.
There's already been more than that.
There's been 2.
Arizona traded out of 3.
The Eagles traded.
Arizona traded up to 6, and then the Bears traded from 9 to 10.
Oh, let's go!
My early prediction here, which I am tweeting right now, so you guys are gonna get it slightly first. My early prediction here is that the Lions and Cardinals swap DeAndre Swift and DeAndre Hopkins in a trade.
I wouldn't hate that. Oh, you're on the stream.
Green Bay Packers are here. Really feels like this is going to be a JSN pick. Oh my God. Will Levis looks like he wants to drink himself into a coma. Logan, you're muted again.
You know what? I was funny. I was actually talking about the fact that I wanted to. Or I was like, "Thanks for the mic," because the mute button's really handy. I didn't realize you had to press it twice.
Yeah. You don't? Wait, no, you don't. If you press it, you mute. If you press it again, you unmute.
Well, I pressed it. Oh, that's right. I thought it was a press to hold.
Dumbass.
Yeah. Oh God, what is this fucking email?
Oh, my source just tweeted, I'm so sorry, Packer fans. Looks like the Packers are taking Iowa defensive end Lucas Van Ness. Good player, but oof.
Whoa.
But I also have another source who just tweeted that Green Bay is trading with the Jets. Unless that's an old tweet that I'm just getting now.
I think that's an old tweet because they've already traded with the Jets.
It was a joke
Oh, I was like, what the fuck are you talking about?
because they already traded with the Jets.
Yeah.
Imagine not drafting. Oh my God. They just continue to not give their quarterbacks weapons. They said, you know what? Christian Watson's all we need.
Fuck it. Why not? I don't know how you don't pick some sort of wide receiver there. That is actually fucking mind-boggling.
Brian Gutekunst is a clown, a straight up clown show.
I want to see Mad Mel Kiper right now. Motherfucker. Oh, I gotta go.
Yeah, those are some tough picks back to back. I'm just saying, Raymond, I agree with you wholeheartedly there. Those are some tough. Those are how bad franchises stay bad.
I mean, the Jahmyr Gibbs is like fine if you trade Monty Swift. Probably trade Swift.
It's still not fine. Like you don't use that capital on a running back. Gibbs was gonna be there at fucking 33 or 34, whatever they have. No team was going to take him in the late first, in my opinion. Nobody really needs a running back. Like maybe your only real risk maybe was Buffalo.
I was Chiefs. Chiefs don't. I mean, maybe they stick with Pacheco, but I've seen a lot of mocks where they had Gibbs actually falling to the Chiefs at 31.
I cannot believe just some back-to-back poverty franchise picks.
Well, I've said it once, I've said it again. The Lions are going to dominate the North. Unless the Vikings do something about their defense, I don't think they keep up.
Who are the Patriots going here? The Patriots going corner? Are they going JSN? Hell yeah. Bear down, brother.
If they go JSN, I'm going to shoot myself. I want JSN. I don't want him on the Patriots.
I mean, it's probably a decent fantasy landing spot. Like if you can make, like if Mac can be a halfway decent quarterback.
I'm just being honest. They should trade. They should trade Mac to the Titans and then just start Zappy because he's literally Mac, but on a cheaper
But can
contract.
throw the ball 45 yards farther.
Yeah.
My Packer fan friends on Twitter are losing it right now.
Oh, yeah. I don't know how they thought that was a good pick there.
The Steelers are on the clock at pick 14. They just traded up with New England. Who are the Steelers going here? Christian Gonzalez, probably.
Fuck, I don't even know. I don't even know who's still available.
Even my dogs are pissed about the Lucas Van Ness pick. The Steelers paid pick 17 and 120 for 14. So really after like pick 6 went off the board, the pick value, the trade values just went downhill.
Yeah. What the
What?
They might take Jack Campbell.
No. Could go offensive tackle, maybe. Broderick Jones still on the board.
Jack Campbell, linebacker. Drew Sanders. Do they need a corner?
I don't know. Probably.
Well, they have who? Minka Fitzpatrick and
Broderick Jones is the pick here at 14.
I don't hate that.
Makes sense. Kenny
They need a
Pickett's going to go
tackle.
from having the 3rd highest protection rate in football per player profiler to the 2nd highest and still going to suck.
I mean, you're not wrong. Fuck me. I dropped my fucking beer.
Dumbass.
It fucking, even though the cap was on, it fucking fizzed.
What an athlete. Who do we get at 15 here? Do we finally get JSN? Do they go defense?
I don't understand. Well, I wouldn't understand if. I mean, maybe to appease Aaron Rodgers, they picked JSN.
I mean, he's the best player left, in my opinion.
Do they have a good tight end?
They have CJ Uzama and Tyler Conklin.
We could go Kincaid here. No, but I think you're right. I think they go JSN. I mean,
I don't know who else they go here. I mean, they wanted a tackle. They didn't want to trade back from 13, and now the top 4 tackles are off the board.
Yeah. I was gonna say, unless they fucking no, only top 3. What?
Broderick Jones, JSN, or not JSN, Broderick Jones, Paris Johnson Jr., Skoronski, and Darnell Wright.
Wait, what? Paris Johnson, Darnell Wright, Skoronski. Who's the other one? Oh, they just drafted one. I'm fucking stupid. I was like, wait, where's the 4th one? Yeah. By the way, Jake, that is foul. Who's stopping the Atlanta defense? Or who's stopping the Atlanta offense? Desmond Ridder.
I was muted, apparently. Uncle Kyle, Will Anderson went 3rd overall to the Houston Texans, so he will not go to the Cowboys.
Oh, yeah, I should get into that stream, too, so I can look at chat.
Ooh, do they go Kalijah Kancey here? Do they reach on a center? As a Cowboys fan, I don't know what Jerry does this year. I don't know what he does either. I thought Bijan was the pick at 26. Who knows what the fuck it's going to be now?
Yeah, I mean, he's fucking gone.
Yeah, we don't use Sports Illustrated for that very reason there, Uncle Kyle. It is about the slowest processor in... It's a slower processor than Will Levis. Let's put it that way.
That's actually kind of funny.
Man, I'm getting there's no more news coming out. I was getting these picks so early before, and now I'm not. That means things are moving quick, though. Now it's chaos.
Yeah. Dude, the fucking trades tomorrow are going to be...
Dynasty leagues are going to be crazy.
Yeah. Oh, speaking of, 1-6 or Brees Hall?
106 or Brees?
Yeah.
Easily Brees.
That's what I thought. I'm going to skip that trade now. I was like, this seems too good to pass up, but I was like, maybe.
I don't know who you're talking about with the grueling schedule comment, but if you're talking about Will Levis, yeah, the dude's just bad at football. Yep, Detman in the chat agrees. Easily Brees over the 106 there.
Yeah. I can tell you what not to do, Logan.
Detman is here to be the whatever he says, do the opposite. That's his opinion of himself. So maybe that means you should take the 106. I don't know. This pick is taking forever for the Jets. They are flustered, or they're either flustered or working on a trade.
I wouldn't be shocked if it's a trade.
It makes a lot of sense. He says definitely don't take the 106, by the way.
Okay.
All right, the Jets know what they're doing. They look very happy.
By the way, I was offering the 106 for Brees.
Yeah, keep Brees there.
Oh, nope, I had that backwards. Oh well. I just traded away Brees Hall. It's a best ball league though, so it's whatever. I also don't even know if this league will fucking. That's probably last year I'm in this league anyway, so.
Whoops. The pick is in. Who is the pick, though? Will McDonald, it looks like.
Who?
Bold?
Where the fuck is this guy? Yeah, Will McDonald. I have no fucking. Where was this guy projected to fucking go? Oh, there he is. 12. Okay. Hughes muted.
I was muted.
Oh, got it.
Don't quite know how I keep muting myself. It's probably because I mute myself to chew on ice cubes and then forget to unmute myself. So that one's on me.
You done goofed.
You guys just got to deal with me chewing on ice cubes now so I don't do it again. Boom, boom, boom. Look at Zach Wilson on stage making this pick.
Look at Zach. You ain't gotta do the poor guy like that.
Hey, man.
He somehow looks older than Zach Wilson.
Christ. Who does Washington go here?
Fuck. Quarterback? Well, no, they want to.
Will Levis, Christian. It's either going to be Will Levis or Christian Gonzalez. There's really no other option here, in my opinion.
They could go Kincaid. They don't have a tight end.
Nobody cares about having a tight end. Tight end is like a premium position. You draft it if you're in a spot where you can afford to bring a tight end in.
Yeah, I just realized they don't have a tight end, but I also cannot think of a single one of their corners.
Oh.
Yeah, I have no idea. But also the now that I think about it too, it actually would make more sense for I mean, Howell's not bad. Howell
I do want I mean
the Cowboys.
Sam Howell straight up QB1 in the class of his class. He's not QB1 in this class, but he should have been QB1 in his class. He should have been a first round pick, not Kenny Pickett. And I'll stand by that to this day.
Oh, I agree. I mean, obviously there's some things that we haven't seen fully. Like we haven't seen Corral play, so he might be good. Well, fucking with Bryce Young, we'll never see Corral play. Yeah. But
let's get traded. Looks like it's going to be Emmanuel Forbes here for Washington.
Okay, another corner, but why do you not go Gonzalez?
I don't know. Christian Gonzalez is going to end up being an absolute steal for somebody.
Yeah, that's interesting.
Patriots are still going to get... They're going to get cornerback 1 at pick 17. Look like geniuses.
That would be the most Patriots thing I've ever heard in my fucking life.
Could go JSN still here. He's still on the board.
I don't think they...
Supposedly, the Patriots are considering trading back again. So,
I mean...
Anyways, Logan, okay, entertain the crowd. I got to get another drink, but I'll be right back.
Okay. Well, you guys are stuck with me now. Time to suffer. Let's see what's happening. Right now, I am drinking a vanilla stout. I like stouts. Stouts are probably my favorite, and I like very minimal amounts of beer. I'm more of a liquor kind of guy for the most part, but
liquor, barely even know her.
I'm actually about to finish this because I fucking spilled half of it. What else do I have back here? Nope. Right, fuck it. We're getting real basic in this bitch.
Oh yeah.
Seagrams.
Hell yeah. Detman is inquiring as to what liquor is your liquor of choice.
I like vodka.
Lame.
Well, actually, no. Now that I think about it, I've become kind of a Scotch snob.
I like Scotch.
Scotch.
Big Scotch boy.
Big Scotch boy.
The Bears
Colin
should trade
Cowherd.
up here for JSN. Thoughts?
I don't hate it. Colin Cowherd just tweeted. I was just on Reddit. They have the Chiefs trading up and grabbing Will Levis.
That'd be funny.
Just as like a, you know what? Fuck it. We don't need this. We're gonna win the Super Bowl anyways. I like bourbon. I don't like moonshine. Moonshine.
I like moonshine. I like real moonshine though, not the ones you buy in the store.
Yeah.
I like to feel my entire body hair burn off with one sip. I've got
moonshine. The reason I say that is moonshine makes me fucking violent.
That's not real. Certain alcohols don't do certain things to you. That's a myth. Anyways, I got a nice little bourbon selection that I'm staring at over here. Some scotches mixed in, a couple Irishes.
Shocker.
What?
Guess who the Patriots took?
Jackson Smith and Jigba.
No.
Will Levis.
No, what the fuck are you? What are you guessing?
Christian Gonzalez.
Yeah, it's Christian Gonzalez. It was always Christian Gonzalez.
All right, that makes sense. Let's see who's on the board here. Next up at 18, it's the Lions.
Holy fuck! They might still get JSN.
No, I don't think they'll go JSN. I think they go. Could go Kincaid. They're in a position to maybe draft a tight end. Kincaid or Mayer. They could go Kalijah Cansey, Miles Murphy. They could grab a corner, go like Joey Porter, Deontay Banks. Will Levis to sit behind Jared Goff.
Yeah, they have a lot of freedom here. I'm shocked they didn't go more defense heavy because their defense was what fucked them last year.
Yeah, Lions going Porter would make a lot of sense.
Porter? I'm just excited for whatever team drafts my favorite player of this entire draft.
Who's that?
Jonathan Mingo.
You can have him.
I just like him because of his name.
Yeah, that's not surprising.
What?
Just officially getting the Gonzalez pick.
Oh yeah.
Let's see. Lions, what are you doing here, huh? I think they have to go defense here. Nolan Smith, Kalijah Cansey.
Yeah.
Surprised the Steelers didn't draft him. I am too. I mean, the Steelers had a lot of needs. They're not as good of a football team as a lot of people think they are, if you really look at them on paper.
They could trade back with a team that needs a QE for Levis. Well, there's really not anyone here that needs it.
I was gonna, like, who comes up though for a QB here? Like at this point, like
the Bucks would be
the Bucks. I think the Bucks may go Levis if he goes to them at 19, which would just be the like we talked about earlier, the shittiest quarterback room in the history of football.
Yeah. What, a whole Will Levis, Kyle Trask, Baker Mayfield? Hell yeah, gamer.
Hell yeah.
I still love
Whole lot of moxie in that draft or in that quarterback room though. Let me tell you.
whole lot of Cheesecake Factory and rotten banana peels.
Hey man, bananas are at their sweetest when the peel is that color. They're also slightly alcoholic at that point.
The peel is not sweet though.
Anyways, who's coaching in Pittsburgh this year? It's still Tomlin. He's not going anywhere.
He's still gonna squeak out a fucking.
Tomlin will have to retire. I don't think they'll ever fire him.
He'll somehow squeak out a fucking 9-8 record. I don't think Tomlin took a leave. I didn't say anything about it.
No, Tomlin did not take a leave of absence.
That is not the accent I expected to come out of that man.
No, Tomlin, as far as I'm aware, I haven't seen anything about him taking any time off.
I just Googled it, so we'll get an answer here in a second.
One.
Oh, you muted. I was like, what the? What the fuck is going on with my Wi-Fi right now? Oh my god, what is wrong with my Wi-Fi right now? Okay, I don't hate this pick. Jake's obviously not here to see it, but for those of you that are still watching in, the Lions are taking Iowa linebacker Jack Campbell. You now have Campbell and Campbell. I don't know if they needed a linebacker. Yeah, actually, interior line. Yeah, so Also, Kyle, I did not find anything that said that that they were any issues with like Tomlin. So let's see. Yeah, Kyle, I think he was the I think he took a leave like right after the season ended, but he's been back for a while now. I think that's might be what you're thinking of. I remember some coach took like a leave of absence like immediately after the season ended.
What'd I miss?
Dan Campbell took Jack Campbell.
That's funny.
I mean, they needed a linebacker.
Yeah. Still.
Who would they have taken instead? Kincaid?
Nolan Smith.
Who?
Nolan Smith, outside linebacker, Georgia.
Oh, yeah. Oh, you know what? Funny enough, Nolan Smith even profiles as a good run defender. That would help with the excess running backs you fucking have. All three of them.
The Lions using 2 top 18 picks on a non-premium position is such a Lions move. Tampa's already got the pick in. They have to be going Levis here.
It's got to be Levis. Like, he's available here, which also, this makes my Kyle Trask in shambles.
Ooh, get better. Ooh, nope. Kalijah Cansey.
Okay. That's not terrible.
Will Levis isn't going to be a first round pick, and
yeah, because unless a
team trades up,
like I said, unless the Seahawks pick him, or maybe the Vikings to replace Cousins later on.
Oh man. Everybody was swearing up and down to me that Will Levis was going to be a top 5 pick, and just oof.
Oh, I won $50 on that. I made a bet with one of my coworkers. Because he's like, no, I don't know what you're talking about, Logan. Like, Will Levis is going to be the second quarterback off the board. And I'm like, I will actively bet money that he is not. Because he even knew that Bryce Young was going to be the first quarter. Everyone knew. But it was literally a thing of, it's like, yeah. Who the... Someone brought up a great point. Detroit is having the worst draft. Running back Jahmyr Gibbs at pick 12, 199 pound pass catching back. Linebacker Jack Campbell at pick 18, 3 career sacks in 4 years at Iowa. Yikes.
Oof.
That's
oof.
And they still might win the fucking division.
Oof. Ooh, I would get better. Ooh,
Who do they take here?
I don't know.
Because they're happy with Geno, so they're not going to take Levis.
I mean, they could take Levis in the hopes that they can teach it. Like I said, you take him in the hopes you could teach him how to play quarterback. Maybe you go wide receiver here. Maybe this is the JSN as like a Lockett, long-term Lockett replacement. I don't think they go tight end. Maybe like Miles Murphy here. Nolan Smith, go edge. Could reach for a center, but any center at this point is going to be a reach.
They could take Deonte Banks, pair him up with...
Yeah, you go him or Porter.
I was going to say
Brian Branch, grab a safety, but you don't really need one. You could.
Take Jonathan Mingo. I'm just excited for whatever team drafts Jonathan Mingo. By the way, Detman, 100% I agree. Kellen Mond is like somehow a diet Will Levis.
You watch your mouth about Chris Sims, quarterback 3, right there, okay?
was gonna say fucking Chris Sims
or whatever. It might have even been higher than that.
I think he was his quarterback 1.
Chris Sims, Kellen Mond.
Oh god, I want to see Chris Sims mock for this year.
No, he was quarterback 4. He was quarterback 4. I'll be fair. Ahead of Justin Fields. Tough scene. He also had Zach Wilson, quarterback 1. Even tougher scene.
Yeah. I still fucking remember I traded fucking Trevor Lawrence for Zach Wilson. I got a pick out of it.
Is tough.
Yeah. It was immediately after the draft. I'm like, he could be good. I mean, Zach Wilson wasn't phenomenal in college, but he was decent. I didn't expect him to literally shit the bed.
Having Zach Wilson as my quarterback 5 in his class was one of my better takes as a fantasy football analyst.
Davis Mills is shockingly better than Zach Wilson.
That's the funniest part of the whole thing is I had him and Zach Wilson with near identical grades.
Yeah.
And like, I just went with Wilson because I knew he was going to get the capital. It's the only reason I had him ranked higher.
I heard, do you want to know the sex of the baby? And I'm like, why are you wanting to have sex with the baby?
Oh my God.
Oh Lord.
Hold on. I got to
Yikes.
share my screen here. Will Levis looks like he's going to drink himself straight into a coma. He's going to Stetson Bennett himself.
He...
Just zoom in on his face.
Dude, why are his eyes so dark?
That's just a picture, but still.
If he doesn't go in the first round, he might end his life. He fucking looks like he might. He talked so much shit.
I mean, I said it when it had like during the draft. Like, you can't fucking brag about having a cannon and then have 4 dudes throw a harder ball than you. That just can't happen. That right there shows you that your arm is just fucking mid as hell.
I mean, his mock isn't awful. He's got actually his mock wasn't bad.
This year? Well, I mean, it was pretty clear what the order was going to be this year.
He's got JSN falling to fucking Buffalo at 27.
Seahawks are taking Jackson Smith and Jigba.
I was gonna say. I was like, there's no.
Logan accidentally kicked his own ass out of the stream tonight, boys and girls. Good one.
I set my phone down. I hit F5.
What?
When I set my phone down, I hit F5 to refresh.
Dumbass. It's a really tough scene. I mean, in a couple years, JSN is going to be a stud there, but I mean, they're going to have to throw the ball a lot. This either JSN's a stud and kills Tyler Lockett or DK, or the offense just becomes super, super pass heavy and it kills Kenneth Walker.
Yeah. From a fantasy perspective, I fucking hate this.
Yeah, year 1 production, a little bit tough for JSN here.
Year 2 through like 4, because isn't Lockett on contract till like 2026?
No, I don't think so.
I thought he just signed up like a 3-year deal.
It was DK. I think. Lockett is under contract for. Well, no, you're right. He's a free agent in 2026.
Yeah, okay.
But after this year, they can get out of the contract and save about 9.5, almost 10 million on the cap.
Who's up next? It's the fucking.
It's the Chargers. So I think they take Zay Flowers or Jordan Addison here. We could see a few wide receivers go back to back to back here.
I was gonna say I could absolutely
Chargers,
see...
Ravens, Vikings all could go wide receiver here, and it would not shock me at all.
Yeah, because JSN's gone, so it's probably gonna be Zay Flowers, Jordan Addison,
QJ. You can see a tight end finally coming off the board here shortly.
Hey, Jake, you want to know after QJ who's the next highest rated fucking wide receiver?
Not Jonathan Mingo.
It's Jonathan Mingo.
I want to know who's fucking rating Mingo so highly, because he is not a good football player.
Jonathan Mingo fucking shot up draft boards just because people made his name a meme.
Kind of, yeah. USC did Addison no favors. That is correct. That's what happens when you go to. It's what happens when you have a good quarterback. I mean, right? We see Kenny Pickett. Kenny Pickett became a draft prospect because of Jordan Addison. It's the only reason he got drafted is because he just hyper targeted Jordan Addison for an entire year. And then when you go to a quarterback that knows how to read the field and can actually play in an offense that is productive outside of just throwing to a single guy, he can make it work pretty much everywhere.
Yeah. Well, and then also the other thing that like Kenny Pickett fucking shot up draft boards. One, he went to Pitt. So the Steelers loved him for that. But also like the fake slide and just like that quote unquote gave him elusiveness. And it's like fake slide in the NFL. Watch how quickly you die.
Yeah.
It's like, go for it, champ. It's not going to go well.
I mean, the quick slide is fun and all, but
oh, my tweet finally fucking sent.
oh man. Who do the Chargers take here? Do they go with Jordan Addison or do they go there with Zay Flowers there, bud?
Watch them fucking like completely shock everyone and go like QJ.
That would be funny.
That's the most Chargers thing I could imagine them doing.
If they still had it would feel much more likely that they were going to go like short slot receiver if Lombardi was still the offensive coordinator.
God. Dude. Fucking, there is 52,000 tweets about Will Levis right now.
Yeah, that's not shocking.
I broke my fucking joggers while I was sitting here.
That's hilarious.
Oh my God. Jake.
What?
Fucking go to Dov Kleeman's Twitter right now.
Oh, I hate Dove. Fucking clown. What did he tweet?
It's really funny pictures of fucking Levis.
Oh, that's tough.
Really fucking funny.
That is tough.
The one from 3 minutes ago is gold.
Will Levis wishes he was everywhere but on camera right now?
Dude, he didn't get picked by the Seahawks, and he knew he was fucked. He knew he wasn't getting picked in the first.
Oh, man.
Unless the Giants grab him? I could see the Giants grabbing him. Do they have an out on Danny Dimes' contract?
Yeah. After a year or two. I think the Giants go defensive back. Probably go Joey Porter.
Oh, 100% they're not picking Will Levis, but that's the only team I can see picking them. Oh, actually, the Saints might.
Quentin Johnson.
Are you fucking kidding me? Did I call it?
Yep, you did. Quentin Johnson coming off the board here, number 21.
Let's fucking go. That's such a Chargers fucking pick.
Yeah. That's fun. QJ here is fun.
I could not expect a more Ravens thing than them picking Jonathan Mingo. No one in the first round is drafting Jonathan Mingo, but I really hope they fucking do.
Do. Din, 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 din. Who does Baltimore go? I feel like Baltimore's got to go Addison here and just kind of make him a Hollywood clone.
Wait, whoa, hold on. Scott Fish just tweeted this. Will Levis puts mayo in his coffee.
Yeah.
Yeah,
you didn't know that?
No, I wouldn't fucking. I wouldn't draft him either.
Yeah. Between the mayo and the coffee and the rotten bananas. I mean,
yeah. The bananas is like, okay, whatever, but oh, I just realized ESPN hasn't updated their needs for the Ravens yet because of the fact that the deal for Lamar happened like
oh yeah, like
hours ago.
It still says quarterback.
Yeah, it's their number 4 need.
I mean, unless that's their way of saying that Tyler Huntley sucks.
Tyler Huntley does suck.
He's not great, Bob.
I love that everyone's like, he's a Pro Bowler. It's like he's a Pro Bowler because Lamar was hurt.
He's a Pro Bowler because luck. Because the players were like, he's a dog. That's basically why it happened.
Can I fix these fucking pants? Nope, they're just permanently broken. Awesome.
Good one.
I basically fucking somehow pulled the zipper out of one of the fucking sockets, so I have one side that I can't zip up.
Nice.
So I have fun joggers now.
You can take them to like a laundromat or a dry cleaner. They could probably fix them.
Yeah. No, I mean it's super fucking easy. I don't have the shit to do it right now. I just realized the camera's really fucking high.
Oh man, I need to know who this next pick is.
Going to fucking Albert Breer and just refresh.
Yeah, I have Rappaport notifications on.
Breer is somehow faster.
A little bit. A little more plugged in right now.
I'm just going to say this, though. Obviously, I don't think any of these teams are going to do it unless it's like the Saints or the like Giants or whatever. But Levis is not making it past the Titans in the second round.
Oh, yeah. I mean, my projection for Will Levis was always a second-round pick. Like, he's a guy you take when you, like, kind of need a quarterback but don't really need one.
Yeah, and he's not a guy that you just fucking throw to the Wolves.
Yeah, which sucks because he's fucking old. So you kind of need to throw him to the Wolves. We got some QJ wide receiver 1 in the chat. You love to see it. Big QJ guy over here. Not my wide receiver 1. JSN's still my wide receiver 1, but QJ might have an argument for wide receiver 2 depending on how the rest of these picks go here.
I don't know if he does. But hey, maybe Keenan Allen remakes an appearance on the Masked Singer and he doesn't play football again.
Hey, man. Drew Lock might be a compliment. Calling him Drew Lock might be a compliment to Will Levis and an insult to Drew Lock all at the same time.
Do the Broncos have a second-round pick?
I think so.
Or did they send it to the Seahawks?
Denver does not seem to have a second-round pick. So their first pick would be in the third? Maybe not even having a third-round pick unless I'm just scrolling too fast. Oh, no, yeah. They have the first 2 picks. Not the first 2. They have 67 and 68 are the first 2 picks, it looks like.
I just realized, what did they do with the first that they got from Bradley Chubb?
It was next year's first, I believe.
No, I thought they gave him San Francisco's pick.
No.
No?
I don't think so.
Oh, okay.
Bradley Chubb trade. Now Denver should have a third round or a first round pick.
That's what I'm saying. But it shows that the Saints have it.
Oh, duh. They traded it for Sean Payton.
Oh, yeah. Fucking. Because it was like, it says from San Francisco through Miami and Denver, but I'm like, I was like, what the fuck did they trade? Because I was like, they didn't trade any players.
Yeah. Zay Flowers here for the Ravens.
Yeah, I expect
that. Makes sense.
That's probably the only reason fucking Lamar's staying. It's like, you're picking a wide receiver or I'm going to
They got OBJ, Bateman, Zay Flowers, Mark Andrews. Suddenly a decent passing attack. And Lamar just got $255 million.
260.
Oh yeah, whatever it was, 52 a year. Yeah, bad math in my head right there.
You're thinking of Hurts' contract. Hurts is 255 for 5 years.
Now who do the Vikings go with?
Jonathan Mingo.
Shut the fuck up about Jonathan fucking Mingo.
They're taking Jonathan fucking Mingo. I don't know what to tell you, Jake.
Let's see. What does Minnesota need? Corner, wide receiver, defensive tackle, backup quarterback, guard.
Jonathan Mingo fills at least one
Unless
of those.
unless like Tennessee or something trades up here to take Levis.
The only other option,
Or they take Levis to sit behind.
There's like 3 teams that I could see taking him. It's the Giants to play behind Danny Dimes, the Vikings to play behind Cousins, and the Saints to play behind Carr, or to replace Carr when Carr retires in a year. Also, I'm going to take this garbage bag out because I forgot to do it this morning.
Dumbass.
Yeah. I woke up late. Eat my dick.
Wow. Matchup nightmare.
Was the pick Jonathan Mingo?
It wasn't Jonathan Mingo.
Damn it.
They're still on the clock.
I hope the Chiefs take Jonathan Mingo. Because then you get Jonathan Mingo's funny name and Kadarius Toney's funny face. Why does he look like that? Like, actually.
Adderall. I don't know. Saying that Zay Flowers is similar to Tyreek Hill is an insult to Tyreek Hill.
Who the fuck said that?
They're saying it right now on ESPN. NFL comparison, Tyreek Hill. I didn't know that Zay Flowers was a converted running back who is the fastest guy in football.
Dude, what the fuck? Hold on, I'm going to try disconnecting and reconnecting. Oh my god. Did it even disconnect me?
No.
Awesome.
I need these picks to come in a little bit quicker. I'm starting to get tired here.
I'm trying to load fucking Twitter. I can't load anything right now on my computer for some reason.
That's tough.
It's 100% the Wi-Fi right now, but I don't know why it's being such a piece of shit. Well, fuck it, I'll just pull up Twitter on my phone.
Zay Flowers is the first Boston College wide receiver to ever go in the first round. He's
Shows you
also the
qual-
highest drafted player to ever play in the Shrine Bowl.
I don't even know what that is. So that
It's like a senior showcase bowl for draft prospects.
fun. I don't know what the fuck. I don't know if it's StreamYard that's tanking my fucking Wi-Fi or what, but
I mean, probably.
yeah, I can't load fucking anything, dog.
Well,
Oh, shwell. It be how it be, how it do.
do. Let me know who the Vikings pick. I want to know who it is. They don't even know who they're picking. They're confused.
I was gonna say, it seems
You're
like
confused. I'm fucking confused, bro. Don't you know how to drive? No, I don't. I don't know what any of this shit is. I'm fucking scared.
Oh my god. Why are the Vikings fucking taking so long? It's weird that no tight ends have come out yet.
Not really. I mean, the tight end love was always a little overstated in my opinion. But hey, man, who knows?
Yeah, but there's a lot of teams that have really shitty tight ends.
Yeah, but it's just because it's not like a super important position. Like, unless you have Travis Kelce, it doesn't really matter.
Or Mark Andrews, or. Yeah, I guess it's fair. I got the most, like, disrespectful fucking trade.
Let's hear it.
So it was, oh fuck, let me just pull it up. Khalil Herbert, I would get Khalil Herbert and Nico Collins, and I would send Jerome Ford and 1-9.
Say that again. Nico Collins and Khalil Herbert for
Jerome Ford and 1-9.
Yeah, no, I'm not. I'm not doing that personally.
I didn't even counter. I just declined.
The pick is in.
Jordan Addison.
Is it?
Yep.
You beat me to it. There we go. Jordan Addison.
Well, the run on wide receiver.
QJ Zay Addison in order. Was that 4 wide receivers in a row, actually?
No.
Yeah. JSN, QJ, Flowers.
Oh, yeah, Jason.
Addison.
I like that we weren't even talking about him because it's like. Who do the Jags pick here? Nolan Smith?
Possible. Let's see. I'm trying to think of their team. Yeah. I mean, Joey Porter makes sense. Nolan Smith makes sense. Could go interesting here and go like Miles Murphy, Deontay Banks, Felix Anadike Uzama.
Do we need a guard?
I guess. They don't not need a guard.
Like I go Avila.
I don't think Steve Avila is going to go round 1. But he could. He could sneak in. The Bills need a guard.
The real question is, what the fuck are the Saints going to pick here?
Will Levis.
That's genuinely what I'm thinking. Like,
I mean,
like actually,
who's their quarterback 1 right now? Derek Carr. But
yeah,
I mean, it's a 3-year deal.
I thought it was 4 years, but anyways,
Whatever it is.
Yeah,
It's not,
regardless.
it's not importantly long, and it gives you an out if he doesn't play well. Giants trade up to 24.
Oh, they just traded with. Really, they just traded with the Jags?
Yep. So they traded up a pick. So they got to be going Joey Porter here. It's the only thing that makes sense to me.
Yeah.
Fitting for Josh Palmer and KJ Osborne hype to die on the same day.
Hey, Jake, remember when I traded Kareem Hunt for KJ Osborne?
Yeah. Somehow doesn't matter. Both sides are ass.
Yeah. At the time, though, looked real bad.
Yeah, it was tough.
That's when you started saying, fucking run every trade through me. Yeah, they have to be fucking running. They have to be going Porter here.
Yeah, I don't see another pick for them. Unless they're going edge. Going Nolan Smith, but
Unless they're
I
going
think corner is
Jonathan Mingo.
Shut the fuck up. They're Jonathan Mingo bullshit.
Listen, I hope Jonathan Mingo goes to the Chiefs. I really fucking do.
Ugh. All right, this is my last pick that I'm going to be on for everybody. I'm tired. I don't feel good.
All right, well.
Let's see who we get here.
So kind of don't give a shit about any of those.
Who do we get here? Albert Breer says tight end? Question mark. Corner? Question mark.
Why would they go for a tight end if they just traded for Darren Waller? Just because he's old.
Yeah. Use him essentially as a wide receiver. Get somebody like Darnell Washington to basically play as a six tackle and run up the seam.
Yeah. You could also get Dalton Kincaid and just have them be your wide receivers. Have your wide receivers play tackle.
Have your wide receivers be fucking tight ends.
Yeah. And have your tight ends be wide receivers. It would honestly probably work better.
Appreciate you, Mr. Jake Detman. Thank you for hopping in the chat tonight. I appreciate you guys all tuning in, everybody who came through. Wish I could stay on longer, but feeling a little under the weather here. So
Oh no, that's entirely fine, dude. I was in the hardening room for fucking 8 hours today. I am exhausted.
Made it as long as I could, but
I was shocked because last year this fucking call was popping.
Yeah, a lot of people are sick. Kyle ended up not being able. He ended up leaving for Stagecoach early, so he's not here. But
I'm here, and that's all that matters.
Exactly.
Had some bro time.
The pick is in, according to ESPN. So let's see who this is.
I was gonna say refresh. They gave up their 5th and 7th rounder.
Giants are taking Deontay Banks.
Okay.
All right.
Why?
I got a corner. I would have taken Joey Porter, but that's just me.
Yeah.
Anyways, thank you all for tuning in. I appreciate you guys. Like I said, Kyle and I may be live next week. If not, we'll be live the week after. So we'll see you guys on there. Logan, we'll have to get you on an episode here again shortly. It's always fun when you are on. Uncle Kyle, thank you for being in the chat as well. Everybody, like I said, who tuned in, I appreciate you all. And we will see you all in the next episode. Hope you guys enjoyed the first round of the draft. Hope the rest of the draft goes the way that your teams want it to. And as always,